basically, I want to make a video, and I just started it. This is my second try because the phone rang in the middle of it, right? But what is this Tory-led obsession with people that claim entitled benefits, assistance to survive in our civilised society? England, yeah, the UK, so great, isn't it? So great, yeah. Just because we look after people, don't ever assume that's people freeloading. Get those benefit sheets out of your head, right? Because they are minuscule in the drop in the ocean. All right, tax benefit sheets are the ones we want to worry about. We're talking billions, yeah? Tax havens, yeah, taxpayers' money. They think they can get out of paying tax. Yeah, these massive companies, right? Forget worrying about who's claiming what in your street. I'm sick of hearing people going, what annoys me is the people that aren't entitled to it. That's what annoys me. It's like, well, how do you know they're entitled to it? What's it got to do with you? How does it affect you? Why are you bothered what they get? It's nothing. It's not enough. When you've got a country of families that work hard and struggle every day to make ends meet, and they're not being highlighted, you don't hear any fascination with any characters that work harder and try to get off benefit, do you? Those that don't want to be on benefit, they'd rather than falling through the loop, you know, the loophole, slipping through the net, Second World War, Third World, yeah, where we don't have basic care. They've stripped basic benefits and care for those that really needed it. They've stripped every last dot out of it. They've killed off so many, this government, just through going cold, living on the streets, killing themselves, regardless, right? There is an actual, official Tory death toll, and that is just one off the top of my head example of where those figures come from. There's a certain death toll that comes with every time we have a Tory government. All right, please take note, everyone, for Christ's sake. I feel like I'm like, you know, are we all, you know, you say you understand bias and the media and how it manipulates, but everyone still watches it thinking, that's all right, I can see through it. So it doesn't count because I can see through it. I've got intelligent friends that tell me that. Just stop watching it. You know why? Example, the family of the Philpotts I've been looking into the last couple of weeks. They wanted a bigger council house. They set fire to it with this plan. Well, he did. She had to go along with it, didn't she? I mean, like, this guy has battered his ex-wife. He's got domestic violence, serious violent offences, and known to the police. He's someone who refuses to work with 17 children, and the press loved him. Tory government. Yeah, let's make a documentary out of him, because he is the worst example of anyone I've ever met. I've never met anyone like that. And do you know why? That's why it was a shock. That's why it made good telly, because you do not meet people like that. It's so rare. It's so rare. This person has had documentaries made about him. He's scum. All right, those 6 children died in the house, and it turned out he lit the fire on purpose. But when they did their witness testimonies, and they were like, do you know, he didn't try hard enough to get in the house to save those children, and they just brought them out. 6 children, laid them out onto the road. They were gone. And do you know what? They made a press appeal to the public. Rather than ask for help to find the arsonists, they said, we just like to thank the community for everything they've done. And apparently there was not one tear falling down their face, even though they're doing all the noises, making it look like they wouldn't look up. They're hiding their faces, crying as a press conference. It gave them away. It's quite a famous example, bad, of why they do this to people that lose family members or whatever, to appeal to the public. They forgot that they're pretending there's an arsonist out there. Gave it all away. The next step for the police is proving that, but they know in that moment this isn't real, right? Crocodile tears, right? Usually they said when it's proper snot and everything, it's proper, all the liquid, eyes, snot, all of it, all in one go, snorting and sniffling. That's crying. Quite often it looks like tears, sounds like tears, but it isn't. You don't see any, right? Worth having a look at. Anyway, the Philpotts case, very interesting. He obviously manipulated these two young girls into having all these children, living in one house. Both of them quite traumatised by it. It wasn't a three-way thing. He never had threesomes with the two together. He just went, it's your turn tonight. And he had them playing off against each other. And he's playing God with his ego. And he went on Jeremy Kyle, and basically the press honed in on him. They made a documentary on him about what, he's the worst example, right? Now, when they talk about bias, they don't give you stories of people that work hard. Most people that come and live from other countries don't claim any benefit. I think it's less than 12% ever claim a penny. They set up their own businesses, they work hard, they create jobs and work for people. They're bringing something to the community. Stop this obsession that benefits is a good deal. Because I tell you what, I had to live on it with 3 young children. I didn't know how to scam it. I wouldn't even want to, I don't want to be a criminal. We managed on not enough money, and I'll tell you what, it was, the fridge breaks, you've got no money, you can't buy a new one. There's never going to be any money for a fridge, a cooker, anything that might break. And by the end, when I came off benefits and got my job full time, it was like saved by the bell. Everything was broken, my car, everything. Within a week, it was fantastic. I'm telling you now, when Labour came in and they brought in opportunities for disabled and the single parents and everyone inclusive, and employers had to prove they were inclusive, all that was brought in, quality standards, your employment status should be for your business relevant to society. Why haven't you got enough women? Why, diversity, because society is diverse. Someone who's blind or deaf or, different disabilities, giving them an opportunity if they want. Not forcing, that's the Tory way. Let's cut the money, let's force them. People that are disabled, that are terrified and don't know what, they've got enough job being disabled. And to think, the money I had to live on, I actually lived on it. And I tell you what, you've got people that are disabled, severely in pain, disabled, deserving disabled people who are not getting enough support. They've had all their money taken. They've had to reclaim everything under new rules to trick you into not being entitled. They've done everything they get, the opposite to how it was before. They now have trick questions in there because they'll do anything to get out of paying for you, because they've built up this anger against society. They've made you angry against benefit cheats. The Philpott case, that's more famous than a family that have worked fucking hard. Every single mum I ever knew worked their arse off like I did to better themselves, to get qualified, to get a job, to support their own kids. I've never met a single mum or dad anything other than that. So I find it insulting, because when you go, but some people aren't entitled, shut up about it. They're not important. But people entitled aren't getting enough. Why are we not talking about that? That's the bias. It's not on TV. Turn it off. It's not on TV. And I thought it was really interesting how, I tell you what, under the Tories, oh my God, let's focus all the stories on the Philpott case of the benefit cheat, and it will overcloud it insults every hard-working person who's trying to get out of poverty and working their asses off. And no matter how hard they work, It's designed to never let them get out.